Marks custody inmates to the system. Chastised because of who we are. Judged just by outer imperfections and not the men we are on the inside. Crafted into beasts by the outlookers taking a peep into our community. Side pints, a spliffing moat and a weapon in waist is all they saw. Not a kid with a strong desire to achieve something high or great.
The Prince's Trust International, which is the little sister charity of the Prince's Trust in the UK, was formed in 2015, so we're quite young. And we were formed by our President, His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales. And that really was to share some of that learning that we built up in the UK for 43 years and go, you know what, let's work in partnership with amazing organisations around the world and see if we can together do something even more amazing. And so that's what we do. And in 2016, colleagues came out here for the first time and looked at, try to really understand what's going on in Barbados, what's going on for young people, who are the organisations working here and how can we work together. And in that visit, there was a meeting with the Police Commissioner. And through that was born this partnership with the Royal Barbados Police Force. And the police force just really took it and just ran with it. They are incredible. They are why this programme has been so impactful for so many young people in Barbados. It's because their passion and hard work and commitment to it is just incredible. Myself, my colleagues and the police force were always looking, how can we improve? So one of the things that we're really trying to do now is look at how can we make sure, so young people finish their 12 weeks, how do we make sure that even if they get a job, which can be a really scary time, how do we support them during that? So we've started up a mentoring scheme. So young people get the option of having a mentor when they finish, and that can support them with either finding a job or finding a kind of training program to go on, or to actually help them just stay in that, because you all come across kind of challenges in your workplace. You don't know how to deal with it, and actually you just need someone to just talk you through that.
The program you are witnessing here this morning is the Prince's Trust International Team Program. This program was first introduced to the Royal Barbados Police Force in 2016 by Chief Inspector Chris Conrad of the Metropolitan Police Department. It is a 12-week personal developmental program which targets at-risk young people between the ages of 16 to 25. They are considered at-risk because they're not employed or involved in any formal aspect of vocational or educational training. We have a number of community officers who work in particular communities within the island of Barbados, and they're engaged members of the community to see if there are anyone or young persons who are not working or involved in school or vocational training. We were also our social agency partners, the Child Care Board, the Probation Department, and of course past participants do encourage persons to get involved in the program. We first piloted this program in 2016 to see its cultural viability. We recognized that it was meeting its objective. So having done at least 6 programs prior to this cohort, we then realized that it was beneficial for us to enhance the program. So with that, we've started the program now in the northern part of the island, the southern part of the island, and Bridgetown. The program comprises of 6 components. The first component is the introductory week, where the participants are, informed about the program, what the logistics, what it entails, what it involves them being part of. Then the second week is the residential component. This is when the participants are moved from their home environment and spend at least 1 week with us in a residential camp, where they're taught various social skills. They're given certain educational topics for discussion. They're engaged in some at-sea safety drills with the Barbados Coast Guard. They also do a hike from Bath Beach in St. John to Fard Hill in St. Peter, and different hiking experience. Do a camp out, of course, at Fard Hill, all in the avenue of teaching them certain social skills. Then they go on to the third component, which is the community project. This is where then the participants have the opportunity to visit various communities and try to identify a community project they want to undertake. Having done that, they then have the responsibility of planning, executing, and organizing. So they have the responsibility of raising funds to which they can successfully complete their community project. For the community project, they work with the community, or they give something to the community. Raising the team challenge, they actually do something with the community. So for example, they may go to the Salvation Feeding Program, where they will go and assist in preparation of meals and feeding the persons who are part of their program. They've spent time at some of the old people homes here in Barbados. They've spent a day with the elderly persons, having conversation with them, playing games with them, taking part in those activities that are fundamental to the elderly. They've also went to the Chandler School where they've spent some time with those young people who are differently able, do a donation and spend some time with them. And then of course after the team challenge, then there's the celebration event where they themselves, they are recognized for their successful completion of the program. So we hold what we call a celebration event at the Akimi Beach Hotel, the red carpet style.
Hi, my name is Akimi and I'm involved in the Princess Trust International program. So going to school, I was a troublemaker, the class clown, everything, because I have a friend that says popular thinking doesn't require you to think at all. So it was following the mass, and I was lost. Yeah, so leaving school, only thing I wanted to do was sell drugs. I wanted to be a gangster. A friend recommended me to the program, Emran Richards. So he does a lot of youth building and stuff. So he came to the program. First week of the program, it was like, you don't know anybody and it's scary, but you gotta suck it up and grow. So then we did the residential, the second week of the program. So going into doing hard tasks with people that you just met the first week. The program helps build character. So yeah, again, character, and I found purpose of knowing who I am in life.
They are able to take young people who are not in work, training or education and give them an opportunity that otherwise they wouldn't have in their general day-to-day lives.
I want to help youth, so other youth like me. So I want to go into schools, mentor youth and all of that stuff. I also have a seafood business that I do from home, which I'm currently learning to manage through the Barbados Youth Business Trust and the Princess Trust in the entrepreneurial program. I won the Global Ambassador Award for Princess Trust because I had to compete against participants from Asia, South America, so all over the world. And and I think it's because anything to do with Princess Trust, I wouldn't say no. I would just drop everything else I have to do, talk shows, meetings, whatever. I would go, and they saw that I'm I'm branding Princess. A lot of youngsters are lost. We're lost, and there are not a lot of fathers or a lot of good parents out there to guide you the good way. But there are a lot of people that are looking to help and they don't get the publicity that they should get. But it's just the way of looking. You have to look for change in order to get change.
People really see the change in you after you do the program. I actually cry sometimes to believe how far you came. It's a really good feeling to have.
Well, the main thing I would say the program taught me is communication skills, and also it boosted my confidence greatly because I was never a confident person. And the way it helped me with communication skills because there were 15 individuals other than me, and we had to learn how to communicate with everyone because everyone, will not think the same as you. Everyone is not like you, so at times people will be rude and people are nice. And starting the program, everyone was not on the same wavelength, you know what I mean? So we just had to push through it and everyone built together.
In the program, you got times that you didn't want to drop out and just finish with it because you think it's a waste of time. But the people there just continuously push you and encourage you, and that's my favorite part about it, is that they don't give up on you. Even though that you finish the program, they try to stay in contact with you and just push you and push you and push you. They keep on checking on you, and that's the best part I can say about the program. It has led me to be more serious to the opportunities that are out there. It has, in a sense, made me more vocal about the things that I love and things that I advocate. If it had not been for the the instructors there, I don't think I would have even been here. This wasn't even a thought. Through Miss Daniel and Cadogan and Cobbler and Gemma Olin, they encouraged me because it was just home sitting on CSCs, basically. I didn't know what to do. They encouraged me about joining the force. They want to join. I think about it. Talk to my parents. They didn't like it either, but after much thought, and then decided to sign up.
My experience on the program was a challenging one, but exciting. The first week was my first week. I didn't really want to go into the program, but everybody started opening up and things now. It's when I realized that it can be a good program. The residential week and everything, that was challenging to meet my challenges in it, but still had to hold on. It probably helped me a lot because I used to suffer from managing my feelings. I used to get angry fast. I used to take back things that happen in life and things. So it was a little violent, but that changed. So that ain't me no more.
My experience within the Princess Trust International program was honestly a life-changing experience. I gained confidence and it's more easy to interact with others, not on camera. And even though I was in the workforce before, being in a different environment also makes me versatile. Well, the fundraising part of it was the most enjoyable. We had a car wash and we sold natural juices and brownies and fish cakes, and that was within 4 days, and it was quite successful. To the youth of Barbados watching this, I encourage you, this is a great program. If you really and truly want to do better in your life, this is the way to go.
My experience in the Princess Trust International program was a very amazing one. When I first started, I was very nervous. I didn't know what to expect. Out of the 12 weeks of the program, my favorite week was the second week. Yeah, the second week which was the residential. The program also taught me how to speak to people and not to be afraid to speak my mind and not to be afraid to do things that I actually wanted to do all the time. Of course, I would encourage any young person out there who are not back into school or who doesn't work, I would encourage them to do the program just to keep themselves out of trouble and learn more things that we don't know right now.
I experienced a lot because I was first very shy. I didn't like to talk with people that far away, so it made me open up more to be around people and it boosts my confidence.
Would you encourage any other person to join the program?
Yes, because it changed me a lot.
How did it change you?
Because the aspects like when you believe you couldn't do certain things or accomplish certain things, it can make you push yourself to the point that you say, well, I can do this, I can accomplish my goal.
Well, it made me stronger, as in, it couldn't be speaking to you, no. Then it made me to be a leader, as in to make decisions, how to do the right things and different stuff. Princess Trust program pushed me even harder today than I don't even know where it would have been if it didn't go.
Let me speak out above the crowd and be a voice for the young ones who were abducted by the system pattern and came ill with a terrible virus called speechlessness. I talking young hearts made of steel, blown apart into shrapnel, projectiles of uncontrollable emotions. But as the well runs dry, the river of opportunity opens.